what's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my UA deck profile. So before you start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So the first thing that you can see is that I'm really not playing a lot of UA monsters. As a matter of fact, I'm playing exactly 8 monsters, but I'm playing a lot of UA cards. I'm still playing 3 signing deals, 3 foolish goods with the UA penalty box, 3 hyper stadium, 3 regular stadiums, and the reason for that is because these are the juice cards. These are the cards that generate you card advantage. Whereas the other UA cards, they either they go 1-for-1 on card advantage, or they just create inconsistencies by just making your hands just, I guess, drown on just too much redundancy. I feel like I repeat myself every time I have to justify something like this for like a rogue deck, but UA seriously suffers from this issue because most of the cards are just horrible, very bad, unplayable, or they are good, but they are kind of just... they are either too hard to summon, or they have kind of like a summoning requirement, or you either commit to or you have to commit to that and not do anything else. For example, Perfect Ace. Perfect Ace has a really good effect. Someone corrected me, by the way, on my combo video, mentioning that Perfect Ace's effect to negate a card can only be used during the opponent's turn. My mistake. I'm sorry. I thought Perfect Ace was just like an Omni negate during your player's turn. That is incorrect. You can only use Perfect Aces to negate during your opponent's turn, and the reason why this matters is because even if you have like the 2-card combo that I mentioned, you cannot play through Nibiru, so that's just, man, that is so unfortunate. But hey, you can't always have everything, so unfortunately no way for this UA deck to have any form of combo through Nibiru. You have to deal with that. And also another thing is that what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you play too many UA cards and try to make it a pure UA deck, then what's gonna happen to you is that you're gonna draw those hand of 5 UA monsters, and the only play that you have is summon 1 interruption, pass, and then you get OTK'd, because obviously that's nothing in 2020. This deck is an extremely old deck. I think it was a 2015-ish, something like that. But even when it was just when it first got announced and released, it was unfortunately not really considered a very good deck. Right now, the UA Hyper Stadium is a very, very good support card, but is it enough? We'll see. Anyways, we're playing 3 UA Playing Manager. This is a fantastic card. I love it so much, and it also it's the reason why I'm playing 3, right? So it's a level 8 monster with 2000 attack, 2600 defense, already respectable stats because it's a free summon whenever you normal or special summon a UA monster, except during the damage step, and obviously you can only special summon it with this summoning condition once per turn. And if it is summoned, it actually has it kind of just like Dingirsu, you can choose between two effects. So either you target 1 card on the field and you destroy it. So you can one really cool thing is that you can special summon this during your opponent's turn and potentially pop your own artifact scythe. If you side deck like an artifact package, you can pop your own cards. So that's nice. In Cyber Dragons, popping your own cards is always what you want. More than your opponent, because self-destruction is good in 2020. You can ask dinosaur players, do you like destroying your own cards? They're gonna be like, yeah, bro, I love popping my own cards. But yeah, you can target 1 card on the field destroyed, or you can choose to negate the effects of every single face-up monster currently on the field except UA monsters. I love this. If you're playing pure UA, this card is fantastic, and if you're playing UA combo, this card is just as fantastic, literally. And also pure UA, stop pretending like it's actually a deck. I tried to play it with extravagance and more hand traps and more copies of cards, and I was breaking most of the time. I don't know if I said that in my combo video, but I actually lost a game against someone who used 2 cards against me, only 2. He went Crackdown to steal my normal summon, and then tributed for the Gizmek Fox, and then attacked me directly 4 times, and I lost. And I swear on my life, I literally wish I was joking you. I swear to God, I wish I was joking you. But yeah, a pure UA deck can literally just lose to someone who goes Tribute Summon for Curse of Dragon, attack 4 times. It's just ridiculous. You can play 2002 Yu-Gi-Oh! It's honestly on the same level as pure UA. I'm literally not exaggerating in any form of in any stretch of the imagination or anything. It's just pure UA is 100% unplayable. Unfortunately, Monarch Stormforth is only good when you're going second, and you obviously can't go second in a format like this in such an inconsistent deck. So the only playable like the only way to really play UA is like in a kind of aggressive way like that I'm playing with like Needle Fiber, Isolde combos and stuff like that. But anyways, moving forward, we have one UA Rival Rebounder. This card is actually used in the combo that involves Hyper Stadium and Stadium, because you kind of have to like tribute summon it in order to revive back your level 4, because you're going to be searching, as I believe, as a Chainlink 2 or something, and this is going to trigger it as a Chainlink 1, so you're going to search for your playing manager, and then you're going to revive back your Libero Spiker, and then since, you know, your playing manager was already on your in your hand, then you can special summon it on resolution, and you end up with 3 monsters. That's basically the only way you can turn a 2-card combo into 3 monsters, unfortunately, because every other UA monster literally does not special summon itself without having to return a monster from your field to the hand, and this is something that I despise so incredibly much. It's just so horrible. I mean, obviously, Konami wanted to stay loyal to the actual aspect of just sports in general, because when you're adding like players to your team, you're not like just vomiting players on the board, you're actually trading like players who maybe are injured, and you're like putting like fresh like players who are like just, you know, they can play, and that's the exact that's the principle of the UA deck, you know. It's definitely, it makes sense. It's just unfortunate that the deck has to be, you know, just way too fair, I guess. But anyways, one Perfect Taste. I love this card, but it can only negate during the opponent's turn, so yeah, if anything, if you use up like this, you can still like bring it back during your opponent's turn with Rival Rebounder, because you don't have to necessarily tribute summon for this card. You can also special summon it during your opponent's turn and then revive back Perfect Taste. If you special summon it during your own turn with its like special summon from hand effect, it's not too great, but thanks to Libero Spiker, which I play 3 Libero Spiker, sorry. I don't play the midfielder, by the way, anymore. It's not too great. Libero Spiker, you can shuffle back a level 5 or higher UA monster from your hand, and then special summon a UA monster from your deck with a different name. So you can special summon Rival Rebounder, revive back, you know, Playing Manager or Perfect Taste. Both of them have really good effects. Playing Manager would be able to pop a card, Perfect Taste would be able to negate a card, so not too bad, honestly. Anyways, moving forward, 3 Ashen 3 Infinite. I'm not going to explain this. They're pretty much like the best hand traps to main deck right now, I want to say. Alright, this is where we get into the things that I have to explain. TG Striker, all you need to know is that... oh my god, it's a level 2 warrior tuner, that's it. So, Isolde, sometimes you might actually draw your Grappler Angler, and sometimes you might actually draw your TG Striker. As long as you only draw one of them and not 2, or like if you draw 0, it's even better, obviously, because they're bricks. I mean, they're just not good. They're not good cards to draw. As long as you don't draw both, you can full combo. So that's literally all there is to it. And TG Striker, out of all the level 2 warrior tuners, it is the only one that has an effect. So basically, it's a Cyber Dragon monster. That's it. And if you have this plus any other warrior that you can normal summon, then you pretty much have a full combo, because Isolde is combo. So if anything, maybe playing 3 could almost make sense, but it's only, it's only going second, so Red Layer is always better, Photon Thrasher and stuff like that. Anyways, 1 Olion because of the combo, 1 Deskbot 1. This is in case you actually draw Jet Synchron with no other combo cards, because Jet Synchron is not only a 1-card combo itself, it's also involved in the warrior combo, so you actually have to play 2 Jet Synchrons for your combo. So I told myself, you know what, might as well just play like Jet Synchron as a combo kind of card, and it definitely, it's pretty cool, honestly, not gonna lie. And then Grappler Angler, this is also the only level 1 warrior tuner with an actual effect, so when it inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, you can revive back any monster from your graveyard, but in defense position, so you can't revive back like an Isolde, for example. I mean, you can bring back like a warrior and then make Isolde again, because I do play 2 Isolde, but yeah. Anyways, 1 Terraforming to search for your 6 field spells. Pretty cool. I used to main deck Mystic Mine, not anymore though, but 3 Foolish Burial Goods for your penalty box. Penalty box, you can banish it from the graveyard and add 1 UA spell card from your deck to your hand, so you can actually search for UA Sagning Deal, or if you already have like the 2 field spells, I mean, if you already have the 2 field spells, or otherwise you search for the missing field spell, because you do need 2 field spells to be able to like pop off very well. And then UA Sagning Deal, I love this card so much. The two equipped spells are Living Fossil, which is a worse monster reborn for level 4 lowers, and it even negates the effect, and when it leaves the field it's banished, but still, equipped spells are not even like broken anyways, except for like Smoke Grenade, but that card's cancer. And then there's obviously our Fugiture, which is a double MST in a way, kind of. So if you equip it to a warrior, and then you link off your warrior into like an Isolde, for example, you can set our Fugiture from your graveyard to to the field, and then equip it to like your Isolde, and then pop another card. So that's actually kind of sick, because Isolde is a noble knight. And yeah, actually, I mean, that's the only application, basically. It's only when you link into Isolde, you can pop a second card with Harfugiture. So that's kind of like a neat interaction that people don't know, because it is actually destroyed when your monster equipped to it is actually sent to the graveyard for a link material. So that's the one thing that you know. And then 3 Hyper Stadium, 3 regular Stadium. Hyper Stadium searches a UA monster on activation, and if you can reveal a UA field, any field spell from your hand and pay 1,000 life points, you get an additional normal summon for a UA monster. And then UA Stadium, on the other hand, is every time an UA monster is normal summon, you can search your deck for any UA monster, and then if a UA monster is special summoned, all of your monsters on the field, even non-UAs, gain 500 attack in a permanent manner. So that's actually also very nice. I'm moving forward for the extra deck. 1 Trishula, Crocozor, Boral Savage, Formula Sync. Oh my god, no. TG Hyper Librarian, Axel Synchron, Herald of the Arclight. I don't really summon Herald too often, honestly. Martial Marcher, Formula Synchron, VFD, Oradon, Double Isolde, Needle Fiber, Link Cross, Link Rebo. All of those cards are involved in the combo, so there's really nothing to justify. And for the idea section, there's also nothing too interesting to mention. UA Block Backer is like a cute card against Pendulums when they want to Pendulum Summon, but that's kind of it. Rival Rebounder, you can play multiples if you want to have like a good grind game. Triple Tactics Talents is good if you play like a super combo heavy warrior version of it. I think this is a good starting point if you want to play like a combo version of UA, and then Dark Ruler if you're going second, obviously, and the rest is just obvious. And Mystic Mine is a very good card to potentially side. You could also play Set Rotation. As a matter of fact, Set Rotation would have been cool in this deck, but if you have like Set Rotation plus UA Stadium, your combo does not work because you cannot use your second field spell. If you use Set Rotation, you can only use the field spell that you set, because you know the weird drawback of Set Rotation. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the UA deck profile, guys. If you have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.